Hi everyone, welcome to another weekly update, and today is a bit of a special one because I am right now in the centre of London. Well, not quite the centre, I'm in Hendon. I'm at the RAF Museum, a historic site actually for the RAF, and lots of firsts happened here, but now there is a fantastic museum. I've been here all day today and yesterday at a MVP event, so lots of chance to catch up with MVPs and lots of chance to hear some really great content from some excellent speakers as well. So yeah, that's why things look a little different this week. It's why the quality of the sound is probably not great, but I feel it was important to try and get this one out this week anyway. So let's look at what's been happening this week. So first of all, I want to call out a fantastic blog post on the linkinsider.com website. So it's a kind of a Teams versus Skype for Business, which one to choose, because it's interesting. That's a conversation that's happening quite a lot at the moment. We kind of see it happening. I see it happening at lots of different levels, actually, at developer levels, at IT pro levels, but customers as well. Customers are having these questions. So it's a really good blog post, actually, and it also attempts to try and help you decide which is best, with a kind of a little bit of a scoring system, which I thought was pretty cool. So that's definitely worth a read. I'll put the notes for that in the show notes. Kind of at the end. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the links when I say I put them in the show notes. They're have a look in the description of the YouTube videos, and all the links are there. If you're listening to this on the podcast, they should all be in the show notes. There should be clickable links in the show notes. Okay. Next up, so yesterday was another community event, a MSUC Chat. If you don't know what these are, they're really good. They're monthly drop-in sessions, essentially, for Skype for Business. There's a bunch of MVPs on the call, and you can drop in, ask questions, join in the conversation, just listen. Like, I often drop in and just listen to things that are being said, and just try to catch up on what's been going on. It's not specifically developer-based, but it is Skype for Business-based, so that might well be interesting to you. Anyway, they recorded another one yesterday, and it's up on their website. So again, I'll put a link to that in the notes. It's definitely worth taking some time to go and have a listen of that. So next up, the Microsoft Bot Framework documentation has been updated. It's been redesigned. If you now go to the landing page, which is docs.microsoft.com /en-us, if you're for the English language, and then /bot-framework. Again, links in the show notes. It's easier to click on than to try and kind of copy it all out. But you get taken to a really nice, simple landing page that gives you kind of 4 cartoon pictures, if you like, to click on. There's one for the introduction to the bot framework, so just going through what it is. There's one for getting started with bots, which is like jump straight into create your first. There's a key concept section, and then there's a planning and design section. And each one of those, if you click through them, it takes you to a targeted MSDN page to help you understand and kind of get going with building your first bot, or continue your bot framework journey. So that was welcome. The content, I think, was already there for the bot framework, and all the documentation was already there. But I think just because of the speed at which it got added onto MSDN, it wasn't entirely obvious where everything was and how to find it. So really good to see that kind of tidied up a little bit, because it'll just mean more people can access it, which is really good. All right, so if you're looking for something to watch this bank holiday weekend, so in the UK, this is another bank holiday weekend, which means that Monday is not a day we go to work this week, or this next week in 3 days' time. We get to stay at home and put our feet up. And if you're staying at home and putting your feet up, then you absolutely should go and watch the Microsoft Data AMP keynote if you haven't already seen it. It's an hour and 25 minutes. It's Scott Gu and Joseph Sirosh, and it's a bunch of announcements. All sorts of things are covered in there. There's I can't even begin really to go through them. There's stuff in there for machine learning. There's SQL Server stuff in there. There is bot framework stuff in there. There's AI. There's a ton of stuff in there. It's on Channel 9. Again, I'll put the notes in, the link in the show notes. But it's definitely worth a watch. It's just like a bunch of announcements of new stuff that's been coming out recently. It's a great way of just collating all that stuff together. So definitely worth a watch. That excellent, excellent sort of set of announcements. Excellent resource there. All right, what else have we got? So Troy Hunt has put out another blog post, and I'm just going to read you the title because it tells you everything you need to know. So the title is "Reckon You've Seen Some Stupid Security Things. Here, hold my beer." And it's a set of really examples of some bad kind of security practice. And I've linked to some of Troy's stuff before. He does some excellent Pluralsight courses. But this one is good. It's just to look through, as a developer, sometimes we know we need to take security seriously, but it's good to look through these things, because you might look through these things. I hope you don't look through and go, "Oh, that's my site, I did that." I think that would be a problem. But if you look through, you might kind of think, I know I should do that, and maybe I don't always do that, or it gives you more things to think about. So security is really important. It's becoming more important, I think. So this stuff is it's definitely worth reading up on, just as almost like a list of don'ts rather than a list of do's. All right. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say this week. Kind of a quick one, but I'm kind of snatching a bit of time in between sessions here at this event, and also kind of before I start the travels home. So I wanted to get this recorded for you this week, so I could get it out and just kind of keep you updated with what's going on. So the other exciting thing that's happening is that on Wednesday next week I will be speaking at the Belgium UC Day. And that is in Belgium, obviously, and it's about 20 kilometres away from Brussels, I believe. Anyway, I'll put the notes, the link in the show notes. I'm going to be talking about bot framework and how you can create things in the bot framework, even if you're not a developer. So that. If you're going to be at the Belgium UC Day, please come and say hello. Come to the talk, that would be great. Even if you don't come to the talk, come and say hello anyway. I'm going to be there from the Tuesday evening. I'm going to be staying over on Tuesday night. So if you're around, it'd be great to catch up. And yeah, if you're going to be there, say hello. And everybody else, I will see you again next Friday. Have a great weekend.